September 13th, 2025 will be the 40th year anniversary of the NES game Super Mario Bros. Let that sink in. Oh yeah, sorry, here you go. Super Mario is Nintendo's main IP. Hell, I would argue Super Mario is the main IP for video games in general, more than Conker at least. So in preparation, I want to predict what would Nintendo do for their 40th year anniversary. We all remember 5 years ago we got the 35 year anniversary with Super Mario 3D World being ported over to the Switch and Super Mario 3D All-Stars. And with the announcement of the Nintendo Switch 2, let's see what Nintendo gives us this time. So the most obvious one, we've all seen it, a brand new Mario Kart. Whether it's Mario Kart 9 or 10 or X or whatever, this is the one thing we know is confirmed coming. With the announcement of the Switch 2, we got a look at a new Mario Kart game featuring 24 racers, a funny looking DK, and some sort of Radiator Springs track. I'm working on a retro track prediction for Mario Kart 9, so I won't talk too much about this topic, so let's get to actually predicting. We all know about the Switch 2, and I think it's perfect that it comes out on the 40th year anniversary, because it seems like a perfect time to release a Mario themed Switch 2. When Mario Wonder released, Nintendo dropped the limited edition Mario Switch. So if they did that, I'm almost 100% positive they'll reveal a Mario themed Switch 2. I'm guessing it'll be red with some blue at the bottom, and of course the classic Mario emblem on the back. I think the Joy-Cons would be white to match Mario's gloves, but the button should be kind of like a bright red to reference Fire Mario. Or they could just make the entire thing red, I don't know. But hey, if this does get announced, maybe that's the version I'm gonna get of the Switch 2. New Super Mario Bros. I like those games. And is it because I grew up playing DS and 2? Maybe. Instead of just re-releasing each new Super Mario Bros. Game individually, I say it should just be in a compilation similar to Super Mario All-Stars. This game would come with New Super Mario Bros., New Super Mario Bros. Wii, and New Super Mario Bros. 2. I was going to include New Super Mario Bros. U and Luigi U, but the Switch 2 said it was going to have backwards compatibility, and since New Super Mario Bros. 2 was already ported to the Switch, it wouldn't make much sense to include it in the compilation. I wouldn't complain if they did. Also, I hope they actually remaster these games instead of just port them over, because I love New Super Mario Bros., but it's not going to look the best if it's placed on an HD TV. Hell, they would have to find a way to make both DS and 2 work since they both use the touchscreen. Or just make them play like Wii and it'll be good. Either that or do what they did for Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon port and have a section at the top right or something. 5 years ago, we got Super Mario 3D All-Stars, featuring Super Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine, and Super Mario Galaxy. Sure, it was somewhat controversial for not having much besides those games and not having Galaxy 2. And to that I say, so? We got 3 full-length Mario games for the price of 1 Mario Odyssey. We got Mario Sunshine playable in a console that isn't the GameCube for the first time. And many people who didn't grow up with these games finally get to experience them for the first time. Super Mario 3D All-Stars was the first time I ever played the original Super Mario 64 and Super Mario Sunshine. And it was also nice revisiting Super Mario Galaxy after not playing it for years, and actually getting past good at Galaxy. If you add Super Mario Galaxy 2, have the compilation as Mario Galaxy theme. So I think Nintendo should just make a sequel featuring Galaxy 2, 3D Land, and for the third game I would have said 3D World, but it's already on the Switch, so let's go with Super Mario 64 DS, since I think it's pretty different from the original, in which it could be considered its own thing. It would obviously be called Super Mario 3D All-Stars 2, and it would come with its own set of controversy that people would forget about in a few months. Super Mario Odyssey released on October 27th of 2017. I was 9, so I think it's about time Nintendo makes a new 3D Mario game. I think it'll be announced this year, but it'll probably come out the next year. Now, what would I want in a new 3D Mario game? Though a part of me wants to say Odyssey 2, I'm not fully in support of the idea. Sure, Odyssey was a great game, but if they were going to make a sequel, they would have released it around 3 to 5 years after original Odyssey came out. Kinda like how they did with Mario Galaxy. So, I don't think it's gonna happen. I think they're just gonna make a new type of Mario game none of us could have ever predicted. Could it be open world like Legend of Zelda's Breath of the Wild? Would it be Super Mario Galaxy 3 or Mario 3D Island? Or will it just be 3D All-Stars 2? Well, when Super Mario 3D World came out on Nintendo Switch, it also released with a little game called Bowser's Fury. The game was fully open world, and I think Bowser's Fury was meant to work as a little demo to sneak peek or show us what an open world Mario game could truly look like. So I'm going to predict an open world Mario game. And there we have it. Super Mario is one of the biggest icons in gaming. Without Super Mario Bros., the gaming world could have been completely different, and I think Nintendo knows that. Mario is their main brand, and I know they're going to go completely out for the 40th year anniversary. Hell, I remember 10 years ago Nintendo released Super Mario Maker, so I wouldn't be surprised if we get a Super Mario Maker 3, but for now, all we can do is wait. Yep, any day now.